Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
The Bison game is well underway in Seattle. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Krista Boehm. Mike and Steph have the night off. The NDSU Bison men's basketball team is taking on Gonzaga right now. And let's check in right away with Sports Director Beth Houle, who is live in Seattle for the game. Beth?
Hey, Krista. It's been an exciting one. NDSU hanging with Gonzaga, getting into some of that physical play that we expected early on. Of course, Gonzaga totally outsizing NDSU in this matchup. Have a player who's 7'1" who started inside for them, but Dexter Werner, the Bismarck native, is taking it to him in this one. Lawrence Alexander recently just pulled NDSU back within single digits. This one headed to halftime here in moments. We've got plenty more coming up for you with Valley News teams Nicole Johnson in news, as well as plenty more in sports as we get you a halftime report check-in in that one. For now, though, live from Key Arena in Seattle, Beth Houle, Valley News Live Sports.
All right, thanks, Beth. Stay tuned as we will have more from Beth again in sports, along with Nicole Johnson in just a bit. A proposed measure in the Minnesota House would fill in the holes of the state's body piercing law already in place. There's 3 changes to the law, one of them telling you what you can and cannot get pierced. Valley News team's Macy Anger joins us to explain why this change is causing a stir. Macy?
Yeah, Krista, from what the president of Almost Famous Body Piercing tells me, these are rather rare. Horizontal tongue, gum, eyelid, and a specific kind of genital piercing. But she says the reasons outweigh the looks. It's all about health risk. Now, Minnesota isn't the only state to have rules about body piercing, but compared to North Dakota, it has far more restrictions. And a shop owner I talked with says that's something North Dakota needs to change.
I mean, belly button is always, a popular piercing.
A busy day, but it's nothing unusual for this tattoo and piercing shop.
Different ear piercings, nostril piercings, those are always popular too.
One of the owners of Dead Rock Star in Fargo, Jenny Gunderson, says it's becoming a more mainstream thing to do. But like many things, piercing doesn't come without risks or regulations.
They run through a consent form. And then also we have them run through like a personal history form telling us, if they have any health problems.
But not as many as you would think.
There's not really any age restriction for minors in North Dakota, but our own policy here is we don't pierce anybody under 16.
As far as any banned piercings?
Not in North Dakota. We can do anything.
In Minnesota, the rules are tighter. And if a proposed bill passes, it will add to the regulations to ban certain piercings. But the bill's sponsor says that's not the main concern.
The big change is the increase in the training requirements, and that's in conjunction with the industry to ensure safety.
We don't have a lot of very strict regulations in North Dakota. If anything, they could probably be stricter.
Gunderson says she'd like to see something more in place to punish those who give piercings without a license. For now, Minnesota is focusing on the regulations. But if the trend keeps up, North Dakota could be next. Each county can put in place its own requirements on top of state requirements. Cass County recently added regulations to make sure everyone working at a shop has a license, as well as the business. Krista?
All right, thank you, Macy. This bill is in the early stages of the House. It passed in the Health and Human Services Reform Committee Wednesday and now heads to the Health and Human Services Finance Committee. And we have new information tonight now on a murder that happened outside of Viking, Minnesota. According to court records, 25-year-old Devils Lake man Ray Littlewolf has admitted to killing 64-year-old Ronald Foss in a fight after he passed out from drinking too much alcohol. Foss's body was found in his home, beaten and stabbed to death. Littlewolf faces charges of 2nd and 3rd degree murder and 1 count of manslaughter in the 1st degree. It's Friday and time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say Jessica Lutz is wanted for possession of a controlled substance and probation violation. You can call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Lutz. We are going back out to Seattle now, and we heard from Sports Director Beth Houle, but Valley News team's Nicole Johnson has been catching up with fans today. The game is still going on, but Nicole, how are fans feeling now?
Good evening, Krista. You know, it's starting to rain out here, but I'll tell you what, there was a lot of optimism in the arena behind me. A lot of green and gold. In fact, when Beth and I were out earlier, we had locals asking us, why are there so many people from Fargo, North Dakota out here in Seattle? Now, right before the game, we were over at the pep rally at the Space Needle, which was really cool. And we talked to a lot of fans who came out here from all over the country. In fact, we talked to fans who have both ties to Washington and North Dakota.
We live in Spokane, so we do know Gonzaga, but we love NDSU.
1957 NDSU homecoming queen Gloria Lloyd now lives here in Washington. And back when you were going to NDSU, were you seeing as much success with sports as you're seeing now?
Not nearly, no. This has been a great change, and we're very happy for the school.
And you're wearing green and you're wearing blue.
Absolutely. Proud Gonzaga alumni. And we have two kids that also graduated from Gonzaga. But I'm partial to NDSU as well, you know, so because of my wife.
So how did you end up being a Bison fan?
I went to NDSU, graduated from there, and they were recruiting nurses in Washington, and so I came to Washington to work as a nurse.
When I saw the projection about a week ago on ESPN that the potentially Gonzaga would be matched up with NDSU here in Seattle, I said, if that happens, we have to go. And so sure enough, it happened, and went online and got tickets to be able to come to the game and celebrate it. It's just a great way of two great universities and sharing, you know, the relationship and love that we have for each other.
We're rooting for both teams.
You're rooting for both teams. Can you root for both teams?
We're going to.
Now, of course, the real reason we're here is the action at the NCAA tournament. But if you want to check out what Beth and I have been up to, you can follow our journey. Just use the hashtag BisonOnVNL and check that out. But for now, back to you guys in Fargo. Reporting in Seattle, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Bison pride is definitely spreading out there. Thanks, Nicole. Beth will be back with more on the game that's going on right now in sports. New changes released today by Fargo Public Schools and the proposed boundary shifts for the district. Here are the current boundaries, and here are the updated lines. It's good news for one South Fargo neighborhood. Originally, half the homes in the area would send kids to different schools, which meant different teachers and unfamiliar faces.
It's just a positive because it allows this area to continue to have that neighborhood community feel where we're not being split up by having children in the same neighborhood going to different schools.
The new updates and the overall changes still have to be voted on by the school board. They will take up the issue further at Tuesday's upcoming meeting. And for more information, just visit our website at valleynewslive.com. Ted Hawken of West Fargo likes to take a chance at lottery games every so often, and the luck of the Irish must have helped him on St. Patrick's Day. He bought a progressive print-and-play crossword at the M&H gas station on Main and Moorhead on Tuesday and ended up winning a $110,940 jackpot. The ticket only cost him $5. Hawken says it was just like finding a pot of gold. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you can stay informed throughout the whole day.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
Oh, what a day out there, Krista. Cloudy, first day of spring.
It's not very exciting for the first day of spring, I gotta say.
Indeed, no, and we're not looking at much improvement this weekend. Be prepared for more cold and for some of us more snow. Here is a look outdoors right now, and we are seeing that the radar shows that there is not much activity. Still little clouds there showing up from Fargo out through the Bismarck area and points west. Now, the rainfall, the snow is pushed off into Wisconsin. There's a little bit showing up way out to the west in Big Sky country of Montana, but by and large, things quieting down. All the clouds that you see across the region are straddling a boundary that is right now through the Dakotas into southern Minnesota. That's a cold front that moved through today. That's the cold pool of air. Temperatures on this side mighty chilly, down to the south and west milder air, and the boundary in between kicking off those clouds. There's going to be an oscillation of that boundary over the next couple of days. It'll be the impetus for some more snow showers for some of us. 27 in Fargo, Moorhead, Grand Forks, Look at the white. Happy spring to all of our northern neighbors. 24 degrees on the thermometer. Wind from the north, tugging the cool air our way. Look at Devil's Lake. The pink colors here illustrate the coldest of the temperatures sliding down from the north. 18 there, 10 degrees warmer in both Jamestown and in Valley City this hour. Roseau, it's 21, 23. Bemidji holding on to 30 in Breckenridge, Wahpeton, and milder temperatures still to the south and east in southeast Minnesota, where Rochester's at 45, still in the mid-50s in Yankton, South Dakota, where they hit the upper 70s today. Quite a wide range of temperatures across our region. Overnight tonight, we'll see clear skies, and in the early overnight, there'll still be a chance for some more aurora again with some solar activity going on. So if you happen to be out and about, take a look up. First thing in the morning, though, temperatures as cold as those single digits along and north of Highway 2, near 20 in Fargo. Clouds and a chance for some isolated flurries here and there. Nothing substantial from that, but a few flakes nonetheless possible throughout our Saturday, especially in the early half of the day. More clouds and sunshine, temperatures warmest to the south and east as this boundary makes its way up just a little bit. We'll see some 40s at our southern and western counties. Temperatures peaking near 20, though, to the far north. Now, how about the rest of our day? Well, pretty quiet. The good thing tomorrow is these north winds, they won't be nearly as strong as what we saw today. And just a few flurries with the best chance of an inch way out to the northwest of us, maybe Rock Lake or Can-Do. Temperatures overnight dropping down into the upper teens to near 20. And then tomorrow, wind will stay light from the north. Temperatures climb into the mid-30s for us. And now a look around the region. Your 3 o'clock forecast, Highway 2 and north, temperatures in the 20s all day. We will manage the 30s for most of the I-94 and Point South corridor. It does look like we'll have that chance of some 40-degree weather in our far south and western counties. Now, how about Sunday? That warm front, a warm front makes its way into the valley, and as it does so, look at this. Whoop, another dash of snow. This will be measurable for some, and it does look like the best chance for measurable snow will be to the north, but do stay tuned to us here at Valley News Live. We'll keep you updated on that. How about a shot from Hillsboro with the first day of spring there? Thanks so much, Alicia, for sharing your photo. The planning forecast, though, for the weekend ahead looks like this. It looks like we'll still warm up just a pinch on Sunday with a flurry in Fargo and maybe some more measurable snow up north. Stay tuned for the latest on that, but we're really eyeballing this midweek system that'll be working its way through next week. From Tuesday through Thursday, we could have spots that get significant amounts of heavy, wet snow. We'll start out as rain. It's one of those messy spring storm systems, but here's a model that shows the potential for snow is real in the Devil's Lake Basin. We could have some spots getting 6 inches of wet, heavy snow, so stay tuned for the latest on that as we go through the weekend.
Things to look forward to into spring, it looks like.
Yes, we're springing forward in some areas. In other areas, we have work to do.
All right, thank you so much, Hutch. The dangers of detergent pods up next. What's being done to keep them out of the hands of children? And conceal and carry in schools, how that's doing in North Dakota legislation.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.